How are you going to do the screws again, or have you ditched that idea?
I ditched that idea. That got dropped in the first
I like
episode.
the screws.
Well, we can bring it back.
Okay, I've just realised something.
What?
If my bag's over there, you might have to get my bag for the hot cross bun.
That's fine, I can do that.
Yeah, I still can't believe you've never had it. What the hell's that? Did you sit on it?
Yeah, this is a croissant if you want it. I brought it.
Do I want that?
I brought it
is
for the guests.
Let's have a look. I think that's quite insulting.
Well, I thought like halfway through, I thought
you
maybe
thought,
you'll want
Alice
it.
will have that.
Yeah.
The squished up hot cross. No, sorry, croissant. No, I'm all right, thank you.
Well, don't say I don't have good hospitality.
Yeah, well, okay. It's definitely questionable.
So I thought I would start from an excerpt.
Okay,
from
go on then.
Art Without Art.
Go on then.
So this is a very like, I've spent a lot of time reading this one. And so it starts with why artists need hands and the process of individuation.
Right.
By Anselma Scollard. In a world where images proliferate and can be made by any manner of means, one might ask, why should any artist make things with his hands if it can be done more efficiently by some other means?
I mean, if you don't have hands...
Which some people don't.
Exactly. There's that woman that paints with her mouth and not a toothbrush, a paintbrush.
In her mouth?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what, but does she make it as good as someone painting it with their hand, do you think?
Probably, I don't know. It depends on what kind of art you think. If it's abstract, is there much difference? Or would maybe painting with your mouth give you a certain flow and expression to your paintings that you wouldn't be able to get with your hands because they're too steady?
Yeah, maybe. But then depending on how you're developing your hand movement, is that... Oh, I don't know. I've given up on that one. But yeah, I think it's meaning more like the machine, the machine, if you can just make it easily. But I think that's a pretty boring...
How's that relating to hands exactly?
Well, it's saying if you can make anything efficiently without your hands, right? Wasn't that what it was saying?
Right, okay. So we're not talking about...
Let me double check it.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. I think it was like if you can make something proficiently with a machine or something, then what's the point in making it with your hands? No, it's not that one. I'm going to have to find it again.
Did you actually plan to do an extract? Or
No,
is this something that
I've
you've
just
just
done it.
done
It's
off
off the
the top
cuff.
of the dome?
That's why I lost confidence with it.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
you've not clapped. You've not clapped the
It's
microphone.
fine. No, it's not that important.
Oh, right.
I can
So
always...
you've
It's actually
learned
pretty
that lesson.
simple. Yeah,
Okay,
I've
fair enough.
learned how to do it. In a world where images proliferate...
Do you know what that word means?
No.
Me neither, actually.
No.
Exist, I'm assuming, or
Yeah.
spread, disseminated.
And can be made by any manner of means. One might ask, why should any artist make things with his hands if it can be done more efficiently by some other means?
Right.
Why need we go back to the true original source of things? The hand? ? What does the hand confer? Confer?
Yeah.
C-O-N-F-E-R.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Confer, what does it sort of...
Oh, get across.
Yeah.
What does the hand confer that the machine does not?
Ah, okay, that's quite an interesting one.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, expression.
A human experience?
Yes.
Imperfection?
Imperfection, of course, but machines can be imperfect.
I mean, you can train it to be imperfect, but I suppose why would you train a machine to do something exactly as the human hand when you could just do that yourself?
Efficiency. You can produce more.
But then you're actually spending longer training a machine to do that. Rather than...
Do you have the time frames on it?
Well, I don't know, but I'm guessing that there's an engineering process behind that.
Yes.
Whereas you could just paint it yourself. And also, you've got to think context as well, because context has everything to do with the final result of an art piece. So from your experiences and your mind, the inner workings of your mind, you're then creating a final piece, whether that's purely for aesthetic or for another reason. But the machine doesn't have that, like, unless you're feeding that, you're programming or coding that context into the machine painting that picture. There is going to be a significant difference.
Yeah, it all depends, really, doesn't it, on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
What it says here.
Go on. What's she saying?
The answer is individuality, singularity.
Oh, that's basically what I've said.
Yeah, well done.
Thank you.
This is a test.
Thank you very much. Another test. It's like
what was the other test?
The banana pavlova debacle.
Well, that was off the cuff.
Yeah.
This is off the cuff.
This feels very off the cuff. You've not even asked a question yet. You're just freewheeling.
We've got time to fill.
Fair enough.
We've got some time.
You've got 45 minutes.
45 minutes, yeah. Which actually it will probably go quite quickly.
Probably, yeah.
Well, I want to. This is going to be information, so more informed. It's going to be a more informed art podcast.
Okay.
So that's why I'm reading from the book.
So you've not planned to do any research for this?
Oh, maybe I have, just subconsciously.
Okay, all right.
This book was on the top. Maybe that means something.
I was listening to a podcast about subconscious, unconscious, conscious the other day.
And what did you learn
Anyway,
from
I'll
it?
digress.
What did you learn from it?
Well, what I learned was that basically your conscious thinks it has the decision and the power to make decisions, but it doesn't. The unconscious is doing everything for you already.
Yes.
From like repeated patterns in childhood and your growing experience.
Yes.
So basically, no matter what choices you make that you think you're making, your unconscious is buried beneath it.
Yeah.
Basically doing all the work anyway. You just don't admit it.
Yeah, I think from like periods of time where like sometimes, I don't know sometimes if I'm too stressed, I'll feel a bit numb. Like sometimes I go through periods of feeling a bit numb, and then I realize that that's very hard to like make decisions. Like I try not to make like serious decisions in those moments. So I think it, for sure, yeah, we are led by emotion a lot more than it seems. And I was reading a book, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull the information from this, but
give us a general gist.
It was essentially just like a marketing, it was kind of advertising book, but it was saying like if you follow a logical pattern, you're only ever going to get like a logical result, and that's quite boring, and it's quite like it's unintuitive, and actually following the sort of longer way around to get to an idea, or taking the unusual route usually ends up sort of pushing things forwards, even though you're going to most of the time sort of end up with a ridiculous answer or a ridiculous like concept or something that probably most of the time won't work, but occasionally it will, and it like pushes stuff forward.
Do you think that unconsciously you insert imagery into these paintings? Because every time you talk about them, you're like, it just comes to me. And then that's it. And I'm like, really?
Well,
That's it? And you're like, yeah, just shapes and a couple of stars or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, surely, like with these, because they sort of, I look at them. Have you changed it since last time?
Yeah, this is a different one.
Like this little fellow right up here.
Yeah.
That looks a bit like an alien to me.
The white one.
Yeah, with the eyes.
It is. I do try and get some eyes in there. Because when I was younger, I used to make these like illustrations of like Mobo men. I used to call them Mobo men.
Mobo men? Now this is interesting. Okay,
yeah.
What are Mobo men?
They were just very simple, like I would sort of do for example, the easiest one, like I would just do a triangle and put some eyes and legs and hands on it. Cute. And then I would do like various shapes and put some eyes, legs and hands on it. And I would call them Mobo men, not really for any reason that I remember. It wasn't like the Mobo Awards, which stands for what?
Or maybe that's actually something that you internalized, and then you're like, yes, Mobo.
Maybe.
I'm onto something here.
Was the Mobo Awards around in like 2007?
Very much so.
Do you think?
Because I think Mobo used to be a magazine. Do you remember I don't know if you're too young to remember this, but like the
Probably.
period of magazines like Q magazine and...
GQ?
No, not GQ. There was Q, which was kind of like during the sort of indie craze of 2003 all the way through to about 2007, I'd say.
Yeah.
People went mad for indie bands.
Okay, so it was a music indie
and there was
band magazine.
There were two main magazines. Q was one of them, and there was another one, and it might have been Mobo.
Yeah, potentially.
I'm not sure.
And that was mostly like, it's what is Mobo? So it's like Music, is that what the M stands for?
Yeah.
Music originally, no. Music owned.
Is it music of British origin?
Music of
I think I'm
black
chatting
origin?
shit. Yes, maybe.
I think it has something to do with that.
Okay, right.
But I'll fact check that before I put that in.
I think you should, yeah.
But yeah, because it's definitely aimed. It was definitely like R&B and like rap themed more, supposedly. And then there was a whole term of like urban.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Urban
It's a sort of
music.
pejorative term, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like a lot of black artists are now speaking out against that because they're like, why can't we be recognised as
just artists?
Yeah, like Tyler the Creator.
Yeah.
He had a stance on it.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
But I think that's, yeah. I think hasn't that already sort of changed a little bit like that? I feel like maybe like 10 years ago that was the discussion. But then Tinie Tempah was making Pass Out in 2010.
Well, we all know that that's your boy, isn't it?
Tinie Tempah, yeah. Apparently he's on the Dragon's Den now. He's a dragon in Dragon's Den.
Well, how did he make such a great business?
I don't know. I think he got into real estate. I
like the fact that you've really kept up your interest in him.
I haven't really. I
don't know. I feel like you know much more about Tinie Tempah's whereabouts than most people.
No, he dropped off for me music-wise in about 2015, and then I knew he was doing some kind of like real estate business thing. Oh, he got into fashion. He tried to do a fashion line. I don't think it went very well.
I remember when there was an interview with Tinie Tempah when it first came out, when he first came out in about 2010, and he was like seen as unique because he was so fashionable.
Yes.
He did an interview for The Observer, and you know that sort of iconic, what was it, like the forward snud that he always used to wear? Yeah, that. I remember that very well.
That's what he was so it was just that forward like snud.
Yeah.
Snood.
Is it a snood?
Don't know what it is.
I think it's a northern southern.
But he got very so his first album came out and it did really well, and then his second album he followed the exact same formula.
Is that the one that had Wonder Man on it with Ellie Goulding?
Wonder Man was on his first album, Discovery.
Classic. Yeah.
And
Discovery.
Discovery was his
right. Okay.
was his album name.
Yeah.
And then he came out with a second album that so it basically had like Pass Out, which is majority of like him just rapping and he's doing the chorus, I think.
Yeah.
And so on the second album he had one song exactly like similar to that where he's just rapping along, and then he tried to do a second song that was, Written in the Stars.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, so he did a song that was just sounded exactly like that, and then he just kind of followed the formula of
so he wasn't really shaking it up.
No,
he went into the Oasis kind of felt that. Shake It Up.
Yeah, I think he had a song about that.
I think
something
you
like
say
Trampoline.
You think, but maybe
Trampoline.
Trampoline.
He had a song called Trampoline. Yeah, that was.
What's your
okay.
favourite Tinie Tempah song?
I would say it changes week by week, day by day.
Do you still listen to him?
I'll listen
actively?
every day.
Every day?
No,
I don't believe that. Yeah, I thought so.
I'll go back to it occasionally, but my favourite song, Snap. There's a song called Snap. On his first album, which is quite good. But then I think listening to old albums, you go for songs that you didn't listen to when you originally liked the album. So you go for songs that you didn't listen to as much because I think it offers more, and you're like used to all the like classic songs from that album, and they're a bit sort of boring for you now. So you go for more niche ones that you might not have necessarily liked at the beginning. So I like it now, but that's just because time passed.
You've matured, as have your tastes
like Snap.
for Tinie Tempah.
For Tinie Tempah.
What I find funny is that when Tinie Tempah first came out, you had like Labyrinth, who was like doing all of his like the production, wasn't he?
Labyrinth. Yeah.
And now Labyrinth is like he's doing the soundtracks for Euphoria.
He's really big now, isn't he?
He's like doing, and I always thought Labyrinth was almost like Tinie Tempah's little sidekick.
Yeah,
but he wasn't littler; he was taller than Tinie Tempah. We've really gone down a huge Tinie Tempah path here. I'm quite enjoying it.
Yeah, but then that's how, like, Charlie Puth? He was like really naff when he first came out, and then he had a period of being quite. People thought he was quite cool, and he was like. That's at least what I remember, and I remember thinking like, but he's still like really naff.
Yeah,
but then people started liking him a little bit. I think when he did the Fast and Furious, do you remember that when
you
I
Break
See
America?
You Again?
Oh God, I hate that song.
That was such a good song.
No, it's not a good song. It's a shit song.
What do you think about Wiz Khalifa?
Used to love Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah, Black and Yellow.
Black and Yellow is a classic.
And I did go through, I did try and listen to one of his albums maybe 10 years ago on holiday, like after he was big, and then
You're revisiting 2010s rappers.
Yeah, I didn't expect it.
The thing with Wiz Khalifa is everything he does it big.
He does.
As he quotes in Black and Yellow.
Does he actually?
Yeah, he says, you know what it is. Everything I do it big.
Yeah, very good.
Big, bold statements.
Yeah.
Are you going to throw me a question, or are you just going to
I was going to change the subject.
Yeah, go on.
What do you think that you think no one else thinks? Did you?
I've done some thinking about this.
Okay.
I very nearly asked ChatGPT to think for me, and then I was like, oh, don't do that. No, can't do that. Must still keep thoughts. There's a couple of things.
Go for it.
Right. First one. I'll start light, okay? I think you can tell the difference of people our age group between those that went to Disneyland as children and those that didn't. And I think that families can be divided as a result of it.
Disneyland or Disney
and
World?
Universal.
So Disney...
I'm talking specifically American Disneyland.
Disney World.
We're not talking...
Disney World.
Oh, Disney World, sorry.
Yeah.
Did you go to Disney
Disneyland
World?
is Paris.
Did you go to Universal Studios?
I went to Disney World, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you not?
No.
So this is something that you've felt jealous about ever since.
I felt jealous when I was younger. I felt really jealous about it when I was younger because I'd have sort of people my age group that would go to Disney World, and then I'd ask my parents, being the spoiled brat that I was, please, can we go to Disney World?
Yeah.
And they'd be like, no, we're going to go to Madrid, and you're going to see culture, and you're going to go to art galleries.
But I think that's really informed you later in life, no?
It has, but then I think, like, it's interesting where people's parents' interests lay.
Well, do you think that means that they sort of decided... They put their enjoyment over your enjoyment because they don't want to go to Disney World. So they want to go look at Madrid. The children are just going to follow them.
They would offer compromise.
Okay.
Like in Nottingham, where I'm from, they had this huge like fairground called the Goose Fair. It was like once every year people go to Goose Fair, and it was just the naffest thing, but it's the best thing. And my dad would refuse to take us to Goose Fair. Well, he wouldn't refuse, he just hated it. So instead he'd say things like, you know, if we don't go to Goose Fair, I'll buy you cycling gloves. Yeah. And that was like our compromise.
And did he?
He did.
Okay.
One year we got cycling gloves.
Man of his word.
Yeah, I just liked them because they were fingerless, and of the time, you know, fingerless gloves were cool.
And that can be, I suppose that you do have fingerless cycling gloves, right?
Yeah.
Why did he not? So he's not a big fan of, like, was it a fairground?
He hates
it's like
things
a summer
that are like
fairground.
Organised play, and I think it was overstimulating.
Yeah, I can imagine that. I can imagine my dad getting stressed out at that. Too much going on.
It's just like kids everywhere. The smell of like very chemical. Like popcorn and candy floss, and like loads of loud sort of fairground music, and I mean I loved it, but
so you did go?
Later on in life I used to just walk around Goose. I wouldn't even go on the rides. I'd just walk around for the sights of it, the
with
visuals.
Friends or by yourself?
Sometimes by myself, sometimes with mates.
So was it a permanent fair, or was it just during the summer?
Permanent fair, October the 3rd, every single year. It happens in Nottingham, and I think it is the biggest fair in Europe.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I remember one time on the school bus, there was we used to pass a town that would have a green on it, and then every year there would be a fairground on there, and I remember like not really having too many opinions on it, but looking at it and being like, oh, okay, that's just a fairground being set up. And then this other kid was like, oh, here they go again, messing up the grass.
Who's this child? How old was this boy? I'm guessing
he was a year older than me, but
he's like an old man.
We would have been like 14, 15,
That's hilarious.
He was the same
messing
kid.
up the grass.
Yeah, he was just furious about it because he used to get off at that stop, so that was his town. So he obviously like had heard it from his parents or something, or he was just very like he really loved grass.
I do love like teenage lads that are kind of have the sort of that are basically 80 in their heads. Yeah.
He also got some stick insects as pets.
Of course he did.
He said He said it was the worst pet he's ever got because he can't tell if they're alive. They just do nothing. I remember him complaining like they're not doing anything.
Who is this guy?
I don't know. I can't even remember his name really. He's only just like come back to me now. But stick insects used to be quite a big. They used to be quite a common pet. I had 2 friends that had stick insects.
Did you? I always thought they were really quite cool. If you went round to someone's house and they had a stick insect.
Yeah, but why was that?
But then, you know what I found quite annoying about it is that obviously the stick insect would be amongst all the sort of plants and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then your mate would be like, wait for it. Wait for it. And you'd be like looking into this little tank and they'd be like, oh, did you see? And I'm like, no. And they're like, to me, I don't think I ever saw a proper stick insect.
No.
But I saw a lot of the bloody environment that it lived in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why their camouflage is so good. That's why they've survived.
Yeah. Well, absolutely. Have you in response to this question, have you got any thoughts about things you think that you don't think?
Well, I want to actually go back to what you. I will come in. I will try and answer it at some point. But what are the personality traits if you think someone that's gone to Disney World and not? Like, what's the differences there?
I'd say that people that have maybe gone to Disney World tend to be a bit more like, maybe like fun-loving, like might enjoy fairgrounds and stuff more, might enjoy rides more as a whole. Like, I don't particularly like rides.
And you think that's because you missed out on it when you were a child?
think I missed out. I didn't get the exposure to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe sort of, I don't know. I just think there's a sort of overall difference. A smugness as well. Because they've got to go to bloody Disney World.
Yeah.
And, you know, you can all talk about it in your group. Oh, did you go to Disney World? I went to Disney World. I can't do that.
I've been, yeah.
I can be
went
like...
to Universal.
Yeah. Oh, woe is me. I went to Madrid instead.
Yeah.
Which was lovely. I'm just being spoiled brat.
No. I think there is I've never really thought about it, but potentially there is something.
I think
it was really fun when I went. It was really good. Yeah, we had.
What's in Disney World exactly?
Well, Universal. It was Universal. I remember do you remember Jimmy Neutron?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was a Jimmy Neutron 4D ride.
Wow.
You were essentially just sitting in a seat, and I remember like sitting there with my dad. And then it's essentially just a video playing, but you're just getting air blasted in your face. And then the whole seats are like jiggling up and down.
Organised fun.
Yeah.
We love it.
There was a Space Mountain ride that was cool that I was actually a bit too scared to go on, but my mum and my sister really liked.
Oh really, did they?
Yeah, they really liked it. But it was like dark and you were on like almost like what's that thing in Cool Runnings? A bobsled.
Oh,
it looks like a bobsled.
Yeah, fun,
and then that's how you were sitting like one behind the other. But
what's your favourite ride at a theme park?
Well, I'm not too into rides actually, but I remember like going on with friends to Thorpe Park and going on. There was it might have been a Saw ride. Might have been Saw.
Is that the one where you get to the end and you think you're fine, and then it's like, no, and then you drop and go backwards?
Maybe, yeah. It was like one of those things that I was like very tentative about going on because but actually when I went on it, I think it was just the elation of like, oh my god, I didn't die, and it was like kind of fun.
Yeah, yeah. But
definitely. I certainly like. I liked. What was that other theme park? Not Thorpe Park.
Alton Towers. But then there was another one like a less extreme one. It's like just outside of London. Can't remember.
Anyway,
it'll come to me.
They had one that was like a Dracula one, and you were like hanging from.
I like your horror themed rides, don't you?
Well, maybe that was just the theme at the time. But it was like hanging down, and then you kind of just swung about. It was like quite sort of simple and quite nice. Yeah, but you had 2 things, right?
Oh yeah. This on a more sad note. In fact, I had 4, but I'm not going to go into all of them.
Okay.
The second one is crying yourself to sleep at night is one of the best night's sleep you'll ever get.
Well, that's very sad.
It's sad, but having put it to the test recently, great night's sleep. You're so exhausted by the time you get to sleep that you're just straight out like a light.
Yeah.
And I'm quite a restless sleeper. I always wake up about 3 a.m. for some strange reason, always. But no, when you cry yourself to sleep, that's it. Great night's sleep.
Yeah. And are you like fully sobbing?
Yeah. I sort of go through bursts, so I like sob a bit and then I reel back.
Are you eating at this time, or are you just not eating? Yeah, you're like sobbing and just like stuffing your face.
I like that you envision that for me.
Yeah. So you're like curled up and just like sobbing.
No, I'm just sort of curled up, have a burst of sobbing.
Yeah.
Chill out for a bit. Reel it up, sob again. Go to sleep.
Yeah.
You ever done that?
I can imagine what it's like.
Or are you more of a cry eater?
No, I've never really like sobbed fully, and then noticed that the sleep's been really good from it. But I can imagine, the exhaustion.
It is like once you're exhausted, that's it. Like you just get the best night's sleep. I mean, it's a rarity. It doesn't happen all the time, but when it does, it's a great night's sleep. Yeah,
I think maybe a memory's coming back to me where I've done that when I'm younger, but I haven't done that. I haven't done that so far.
Okay, well, treat yourself to it.
Yeah, well, I'll try. I find it really hard to like fully cry. I think it's a problem.
Oh, you need to learn how to do that.
No, I can't do it. Like I'll almost get there and then I'll yawn and then it'll just stop.
Oh no. You need to process your emotions.
I do, yeah. But I'm trying.
Give it time. I think maybe sometimes you need to like grow up a bit and then you need to just bloody grow up. But I think that obviously for women and men is very different. From a young age, you're taught crying is bad. For us, it's like crying fine. You're expected to cry.
Sort of. I get that. I think, but as a family, I think there was a certain level of when you reach a certain age, maybe you shouldn't be crying at certain stuff. Like I remember football. I remember like my team on the TV almost won the league, and then there was an incident where like I support Liverpool and Gerrard like slipped, and I remember being so devastated, and my whole family were watching, and I was like so close to tears, and my family were just like looking at me, just like,
is he gonna go?
Are you gonna cry?
Is he gonna go?
And I remember like, just like, and they were surprised that I was almost gonna cry at that, and I felt a bit like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be too invested in this.
No, man, I think you just go for it.
I know.
In fact, I would say that if you do cry, we should collect your tears because they might have magical properties because you cry so rarely.
Maybe.
And then you can paint with them.
Yes. Yeah, potentially. Put some ink in there.
Yeah.
I wonder what that would be. That would be quite salty though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
it might leave a bit of a residue.
Have you ever cried where it's like gone down your face into your mouth? And
Oh
then
God,
you taste
yeah.
it?
Yeah. I'm a big crier.
Okay. It's interesting that you've decided to bring this to the
I don't mean to
podcast.
brag, but I'm a big crier.
Well, that's good. I mean, I wish I could do that.
Have you ever laughed so hard that you kind of don't know whether you're crying from sadness or laughing from happiness?
I've laughed so hard where it sort of becomes like a bit like a flashbang. Like you're like,
hang on a minute.
You don't really know what emotion you're feeling, but you're just kind of you're struggling for air.
Yeah.
And I've got to that point. That's quite fun. I think I probably got to that point recently with you.
Yeah.
You made me laugh
you're always
quite a lot.
laughing at me.
But it's not at you. It's just at things you do and the
No, it's 100% at me. I don't ask for that.
It's a context that I build up in my head about it, and then I will just suddenly go.
Yeah.
And then you're there just like, what are you laughing at?
What's going
not
on?
That funny.
I don't understand. Yeah, I know.
And then which makes it funnier. But I think that hasn't happened for a while actually. The last time that must have been a while ago.
Yeah, I know. Because sometimes you're going to paroxysms and I'm like, but I was just on the computer. And you're like, ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Actually, Ada made me laugh in the cloakroom. We were looking up like pains, like pains in your stomach and stuff, and like various different pains on Google. And while we were like serving customers and stuff, and then I remember like going to put an order through and like look, and then clicking on Google accidentally, and he just put like severe pain, just as general. And I remember just losing it, and he was confused as to why, and I thought I thought it was really funny, just someone going to Google and just
severe
typing
pain.
severe pain, just for like I've got severe pain, but I don't know what to do, and I just type severe pain.
That is very Aiden coded.
Yes, but he claims he didn't type that. You know, it was
That's
just like
nonsense.
But
Aidan, if you're watching, that's nonsense.
yeah,
He knew what he was doing.
He maintains it to this day.
Lies from Morrow Eyes.
Yeah. What do I think that I think no one else thinks? But that I feel is the crux of the question. Is like, surely everyone else thinks what you think.
I don't think anyone's thinking
that
crying,
crying
yourself to sleep. I'm sure
someone's thought that.
Maybe. If so, maybe we could start a online forum.
Yeah. The only thing I got, which was a bit boring, that I'm just very particular with my caffeine intake.
Right. Of course.
So I don't know if people are that particular about it. Like, I have to have a certain number of like either teas, coffees, or like a caffeinated drink in order for me to be like, right, I have my equal amount of energy here, and I'm not like lacking in some degree.
How much is that usually per day?
So it's like 1 tea in the morning, 1 coffee, and then like at the moment like 3 more teas.
3 teas?
3 more teas, yeah, black teas, and then that for me is like, or if I have 2 teas, I'll have 1 like caffeinated drink, like Coke.
In the evening, do you have a decaf tea or a regular caffeinated tea?
Sometimes I can have a decaf tea, but that's an extra tea for me.
So because I've had my caffeine. That would be about 6 teas by that point.
Yeah, potentially.
5 teas, in fact.
Yeah, but
so you do tea, coffee, 3 teas.
Tea, coffee, and then 3 more teas.
3 more teas.
Yeah.
And then a Coke.
No. So that'll be it.
Okay.
And then, so if I didn't have that 3rd tea, I'll have a Coke.
Right, so the Coke is
it's like a substitute,
a fill-in.
Yeah, so it's just a caffeinated drink.
And then you go home, and then what happens?
Well, that's it for the day. Like, I'm not having caffeine.
You don't have a cup of tea like at 8 in the evening?
Maybe a decaf tea, yeah.
Biscuit?
Oh, well, yeah, but that doesn't have caffeine in it.
No, it doesn't. I just wanted to know whether you had. I feel like in an evening, if you're going to drink a cup of tea, you need to have a form of chocolate or
some kind of sweet thing. See, yes, but I feel like a sweet thing goes so well with coffee more. I'll try and have a sweet thing in the morning. There's certain things.
I think a jam donut has to be with a tea.
Yes.
Coffee is too rich, and you need to appreciate the jam in that donut.
What do you think is the best form of tea? Do you think you have a best form of tea?
Regular builder's brew.
What about like tea in a polystyrene cup? Do you think that tastes nice?
No,
you hate that?
Well, no, I don't hate that actually. That's a strong reaction. I mean, that reminds me of going to fireworks shows on rugby pitches.
Yeah, is that not quite nostalgic?
Yeah, you're right. That is quite nostalgic. But I mean, really, I want to have a tea in like a gigantic mug.
Yeah, Sports Direct mug.
Yeah, like the biggest mug you can get. I drink a lot of tea.
How many teas would you say you drink a day?
Oh, God. I think as I get... Well, I have 1 in the afternoon always.
Because you come in strong here saying you drink a lot of tea.
I do when I'm with my family, not so much when I'm not with my family, but I think when I'm with my family, it seems to be a tea for every hour. It's sort of we finish a conversation.
Is your dad big into tea?
He loves tea, but he's sort of big into tea in a way that is like he's interested in like Russian caravan tea.
Oh, really?
Yeah, every Christmas I'll get him a new tea.
Oh, really?
You like different types, yeah.
Does he like that shop, like something bird?
Yeah. Well, I can't remember what it's called.
Early Bird?
No, it's not that. Bluebird, is it?
Bluebird. It is blue, the shop, like blue and white. And you go in there and there's different types of tea in there.
He likes the ones that are independent. That would be a bit too big for him.
Independent
He
tea
likes
places.
like even more independent. In Nottingham, there used to be a place, RIP, called Lee Rosie's. And he loved Lee Rosie's.
Why? He just was a fan of their tea?
Yeah, it was a lovely shop, tea shop in Nottingham that unfortunately got closed down. But as you went in, the smell of tea would hit you, and they had sort of canisters of tea like lined up on the shelves.
Well, this goes against my theory of if you're more of a tea drinker, you're more sort of emotional and you're more in tune with your sort of nuanced thoughts and feelings, and that's the complete opposite to your dad.
I think my dad is quite in tune with his thoughts and feelings, but he's...
I threw that in there as a joke. But I'm saying that your dad is how you've described your dad is he's very like maybe emotional, like can't.
He
keeps
has his
himself to
own
himself
way.
sometimes.
He has his own way of
Yeah.
like trying to deal with things.
But I think maybe he's more aware of it. So
He's
maybe
very, very English in his emotions,
Yeah.
in a way that my mum is very Mediterranean with her emotions.
Oh, okay.
So
but
they level each other out.
Yeah, I suppose I don't know what's going on in his head, do I?
I mean, I often wonder what's going on in my dad's head.
Yeah, he sounds quite funny.
He is really funny.
Yeah, my. So how many teas would you say you drink a day on out? If you're by yourself,
I think in the evening
London,
I drink a lot more. I would say maybe 3 to 4 teas of an evening.
In an evening, okay, and you have one in the morning.
And I'll have Cadbury's fruit and nut with it, because that is so good with a tea.
Yeah, I've never had that.
It's delicious.
Is that in a bar form?
Yeah.
And fruit though?
Fruit and nut.
Dried fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of dried fruit, that is a great segue. That's a great segue. Right. So you've never had a hot cross bun?
No.
Would you like to try one?
I would.
Right. Bring out. My bag is on that side there. Over there. Right.
There you go.
I wrapped this in tin foil for you.
Did you make this?
No.
Oh.
Did I make the hot cross bun?
I thought you were going to make a hot cross bun for me.
Bloody hell, no. I can't bake.
Now, I'll go through the reasons why I've never tried one.
Okay, right. It's very simple.
You have to go at my croissant.
Do you know what? It's because, right, it's M&S, and I thought if he doesn't like it, I'm not wasting my money getting the big ones.
But
So I got
surely
you a-
you would eat the
I
others.
got you a mini one.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm already anticipating not finishing this.
I can actually see that for you too. It's sticky, and you don't like lemon.
Can I just have it?
I think you should just have it and have a bite. And also,
Yeah,
okay,
the smell is already like.
right, first of all, run through why you haven't had one.
So I haven't had one before because it has dry fruit in it.
You don't like dried
And
fruit?
it's in my mind it has something else, like something like marzipan.
It has a sort of...
Yes. What is that extra thing in it?
Right, if you don't like dried fruit, you're not going to like it, but I still think you should try it. Just have a
And
bite.
It's similar to like what I imagine Christmas pudding smells like.
Yeah.
And mince pies.
You look like you're scared.
It's of this family though.
Come
isn't
on,
it?
have a bite. Just have one bite.
Now, I'm not someone where I react very well to stuff in general. Like I won't give a reaction, so you can't really expect a reaction.
All right, go on. Just shove it in
already
your mouth.
I don't like it.
No?
No.
What are you thinking? What's the overarching taste?
Like a kind of perfumated, like dried raisin flavour.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
And what would you rate it out of 10?
To me, this just doesn't feel very like welcoming.
Welcoming?
As a flavour, it feels like I should be like out on a cliff somewhere in the wind, eating a hot cross bun.
Well, I think there's a difference to them when they're cold and when they're heated. So when they're heated up, like toasted...
What do you like about this?
Well, I love anything with dried fruit in it. Like Christmas cake, mince pies, everything that you've just listed that you don't like. I'm like, love it.
That's what you love.
Yeah, like at Christmas, I have this like hack where my mate Tinie showed me this.
Tinie?
Yeah, she's called Sarah Tinie, but I've always called her Tinie.
Oh, okay.
She opens up the lid of a mince pie, gets a slab of Stilton, puts the Stilton on the mincemeat, closes the pie, eats it.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Well, I can imagine. I like Stilton, so for me that might make a mince pie better.
Some people have bacon sandwiches with hot cross buns. Because you get the salt from the bacon and then you get the sticky sweet from the hot cross bun.
You would say this is sweet, is it?
I'd say that's sweet. It's pretty bloody sweet.
It's sort of a brioche, isn't it?
Yeah.
A brioche raisin.
This is the weirdest way I've ever seen anyone eat a hot cross bun.
Do you think this is an interesting segment?
Yeah.
You're just eating
I mean, you're eating it crumb by crumb. You don't have to eat any more if you don't want to.
Well, I am. I'm not minding it, to be honest.
I think if you toasted it, you usually as well should eat it with like a slab of butter and some jam.
Yeah.
So like toasted. Toasted lightly.
Does it have cinnamon in it?
Yeah, it's got cinnamon in it.
I'd say I do like cinnamon.
And it's soaked in a gold tea blend from M&S.
Really?
Yeah.
But that's kind of sweet on the outside.
Yeah. Well, they are quite sweet. It's like a breakfast food. I wonder what the origins of a hot cross bun actually is.
Yeah, we should have looked this up beforehand.
Wait, hang on. Can I look it up on here?
Yeah.
Hang on.
I can cut out the dead air.
Yeah, okay, cool. Hang on.
Do
you ever get random messages from Ocado, even if you don't shop at Ocado?
No.
Okay. Origins of a hot cross
I think
bun.
you must have shopped at Ocado at some point.
I haven't. I've never.
Someone's shopped at Ocado and put your number in.
What the hell? What kind of trickery is that?
Yeah.
Okay. Middle Ages, 14th century roots.
In England?
Yeah, St Albans Abbey.
Oh, not very nice.
Feature a cross representing the crucifixion of Jesus. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, because why is it a hot cross bun? It's always hot.
Well, apparently it actually has pagan roots.
What is pagan?
Paganism. It's a form of sort of, what would you call it? Sort of anti-authority religious practice. So practicing a worship outside a church has elements of magic within it.
Yes.
Think druids, stuff like that. Think Glastonbury. Think people that live in Glastonbury.
But they're still of their own religion because they're doing a hot cross, but they're doing a cross on a bun.
Yes. Well, apparently the cross on the bun may have traced back to pagan, Saxon or ancient Roman practices of marking bread with crosses. So it's not necessarily...
So 14th century in England. So a hot cross bun.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily because of Jesus Christ, although obviously that's what it represents now.
Yeah. Do you know you can do... So I was doing a test on ChatGPT of like my tastes and where you can... so depending on what you like and dislike, you can sort of work out where you're from.
Okay.
So you can work out where someone's from based on what they like and dislike. So,
did not know that.
Their food tastes.
Okay.
And the flavors they like. And mine was, like... from colder climates because I think it was like I like cheeses.
Of course you do.
I like cheeses and don't like too spicy things.
You don't like hot cross buns, you can add that to the mix.
Yeah, don't like, but then that's from England, so I don't know.
You don't like spicy food?
No, I would say I like the hot cross bun more than I was expecting.
Oh, that's good.
But it was exactly what I imagined it sort of smelled like and like tasted like.
Well, I mean, yeah, that would be right, yeah.
Yeah, but it just to me is like very Christmassy or like tastes like Christmas.
Yeah.
Like a mince pie, yeah. Should we get back to more... Did I answer the what I think that no one else thinks? I did, about caffeine. So what signals summer to you? For me, it's a smell of a cookout in the street.
Okay. And do you have any memories that are rooted within that sort of...
It's just sort of, like coming out of the tube at like Nottingham Festival.
Notting Hill Festival.
Notting Hill Festival.
Have you ever been to Notting Hill Festival?
No, what's that one where everyone's crowded in the street?
That's Notting Hill Festival. Yeah. Notting Hill Carnival, actually.
Notting Hill Carnival, yeah. That's what I just associate it with every year at Notting Hill Carnival.
Yeah, and Nottingham does have a festival of sorts, but it's not Notting Hill Carnival.
Is it? It's not similar?
It is actually. Nottingham Carnival is also around the same time as Notting Hill Carnival.
Okay. Have you ever been to Notting Hill Carnival?
Yeah, I love it. And I'll try and go every year.
Really?
Yeah, I freaking love it.
Wow. So I don't know why we haven't met each other there then.
Well, because there's about 1 million other people there. But I think I have to be careful about what times because it all starts to get a bit booky by about like 7 o'clock.
Oh yeah, I make sure I leave early.
Yeah. I didn't picture you down as a Notting Hill Carnival type.
Go every year. Spend as long as I can.
Don't believe that for a second. Don't
try
believe
and set up the speakers.
Yeah, you're on the floats.
I'm on the floats.
That's why I've not seen you.
Yeah, I am on the float sometimes because you just get a bit of fresh air there.
Yeah,
up there because it can get a bit stuck down there.
All that whining.
All that whining. But the smell of like a cookout in I remember walking through Peckham as well and like having like the smell of like someone cooking a barbecue and also here in Wood Green there's for some reason I can smell, I don't know where it's coming from, but there's like just the smell of like cooked something or other like beef or I don't know, chicken just on the street, like a specific, and it might not even be in summer, but that reminds me of
I think it's also that like when you walk past, so like when food is frying, I don't know what it is, I think in summer there's a mixture of the smell of fried food
Yeah.
Like frying fat, because it's hotter, so the oil gets hotter a lot quicker, combined with cigarette smoke.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but that smells delicious to me.
Yeah.
Like if I walk down the street and I smell it, I'm like, oh God. Like I think my cigarette intake goes up tenfold in summer because it just smells. Cigarette smoke has never smelled so good.
Well, I always associate cigarette smell with like, we used to come to London for Christmas and go to the theatre. So I always like the smell of cigarette smoke does feel sort of holiday-ish to me.
Yeah.
But that's how they get you.
That's how they get you. Before you know it, you got 3 teeth in your mouth and the rest are falling out.
Yeah.
That's my future. It's already heading that way.
You don't smoke that much.
Social smoker, but in summer I think.
But you're a very social person, so that's you're pretty much smoking all the time.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you have it. I also think, to add to that, garage music.
Yes.
Garage music playing from a radio, and also tarmac takes on another form in summer heat.
Yeah.
There's something about walking down, like right now it's dreary, it's miserable outside, it's March, it's like, you know, cloudy nothingness. But when it's summer and the heat is like blazing down onto the cement pavement, and in the background you can hear like people at the pub and you can hear garage blaring out of cars, that's when I'm like, summer. As soon as I hear an old garage track in a car down the road, I'm like, right, summer's here.
Yeah.
Or bashment music as well.
What is bashment music?
It's like Caribbean dancehall.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't really listen to that kind of music.
Well, I mean, it's played a lot in Notting Hill.
Yeah, I know, and that's where I love it.
Yeah.
That's where I do love it. But outside of that, I don't listen to it on my headphones.
I think it's instant serotonin when you listen to bashment music.
Yeah, no, I can imagine that. What I find weird sometimes is when people listen to like purely dance music on their headphones. It's just like early in the morning, or
I think it amps you up.
Or like heavy metal music. Do you listen to heavy metal
Sometimes,
music?
Yeah.
Just dark, like heavy metal music.
Yeah, I mean, I used to be an emo, so that was like my go-to. I used to pretend I liked it a lot more than I did.
Okay, but then you do end up liking it more than some songs, I suppose.
I've started in my later years. I've started listening to jazz covers of my favorite heavy metal tracks.
Okay. Are they AI jazz covers?
No. They're from really Delio jazz musicians.
From YouTube playlists?
They're from, well, one of them is a YouTuber, but he's not AI'd, I don't think. No, he seems pretty regular to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine sharing a song that you really like and you just share it around and everyone's like, this is AI.
That couldn't happen to me. It could never. I think I'd know.
All right, we're gonna bring this to an end.
Do you have
any final words? Any final words of wisdom or something you've learned along the way, or?
I've learned about your caffeine intake.
Yeah, but like, can you use that in the wider context of the world?
Not really, no. Oh, proliferate. We never found out.
Proliferate.
Proliferate. Yeah.
Well, that just means like used. Yeah, what does that mean?
Shall we look it up?
Yes, yeah, and then we can.
And then we can finish.
We've learned what proliferate
Finito
means.
la campagna. Right, here we go. Proliferate.
Was it even proliferate?
It was, yeah. I remember because I was annoyed that I couldn't. To grow, produce, or increase rapidly in number or size. There you go.
Oh right, that's not how we. Oh, we didn't know. Yeah, we knew what the other one was. I'm gonna end it on a little note from the book.
Go on, then.
The important thing about metaphorical image making is that it not only confirms our interaction with each other and with the world of nature and things, but that it also invites us to be intrigued, charmed, interested, moved by how other human beings can, with infinitely subtle shifts of emphasis and idiosyncrasy, refer us, this is a long sentence, to unexpected aspects of shared existence.
Beautiful.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.